14 WILI and 95.3 FM presents Hometown Threads, a closer look at our community and the people that make it go. Every week, you'll hear uplifting stories from our local businesses and our neighbors. Now, here's our host for Hometown Threads, Keith C. Rice.
Welcome into episode 42 of Hometown Threads on 14 WILI, 95.3 FM, and Willimantic Today Facebook. It's Keith C. Rice, and Hometown Threads comes your way every Tuesday on the radio at 5:05, and of course, Willimantic Today Facebook. We usually get it up there on Wednesdays. It runs through the entire week, or anytime you're scrolling through Willimantic Today, you may even see an older episode of Hometown Threads. So it's always on Willimantic Today, and we're getting ready to kick off episode 42. Of course, brought to you by Liberty Bank, our good friends from Liberty Bank, with three great local locations. West Main Street, Willimantic, where my wife runs that branch. That'd be Marianne Gargoni, over there in Gateway Commons. And, of course, we have across the street from the radio station. Hello to Angela and her crew at Liberty Bank. And then Liberty Bank, Route 195 in Mansfield. Liberty Bank B, Community Kind, J. Matt Rupar. If you wouldn't mind, say hello to the fine folks.
Hello.
Here we go, episode 42, bringing in another wonderful community member. And I've been practicing her last name. I've met her a handful of times. You think by now, Mary is first name is easy. Mary Elenu. They get it right. Oh, she's nodding, yes, she's smiling. I was worried, because, as many times as I got to, hang out with Mary through Wyndham Pride and the radio station. We'll get to what we just did this weekend, some great news. But I'm like, I always looked at her last name and I'm going to screw, Elenu. It's really not that hard to say. Welcome, Mary Elenu.
Hi, thank you, Keith, for having me. I'm glad to be here.
And I love that accent. Tell us, before we get into Wyndham Pride and Drug Take Back Day of this past weekend, tell us a little about what is that accent, Mary Elena?
Okay, so I grew up in Ghana. I'm Ghanaian. I'm American now. I'm naturalized American. But I grew up, when I was 6 years old, my father worked with the Foreign Service, so we moved to London until I was about 13 years old, and we go back to Ghana. So
that is like the perfect mix. Ghana and London.
Yeah.
Wow, wonderful.
Yep.
Well, it's so great to have you in Eastern Connecticut. I think what you were just telling me, it's been a little over 5 years now?
Yes.
Okay, for some reason, I kept thinking it was longer, but because, you've made such an impact so far. And I know we've only known each other a couple years, but let's start with where we were Saturday over at Jilson Square, right here in Willimantic, for the fall edition. We do it twice a year, Drug Take Back Day, National Drug Take Back Day.
Yeah.
And, we have great news. We're there from 10 to 2 on Saturday. It was sunny and about 80 degrees. Maybe that also helped inspire people to come out and bring their expired and unused medication. Why don't you go ahead and tell us about tell us a little about Drug Take Back Day and the great results we have from Saturday.
Absolutely. So Drug Take Back Day is one of our key events that we map out in the year, because a lot of people come in throughout the year and ask us, where do I take my drugs? The police station is not taking it anymore. So it's always a great time for people to come in. No questions asked. We partner with the Willimantic Police. This year, we might have broken the record. We had 175 pounds of drugs that we take in, prescription drugs that we take in, expired drugs, vitamins, and pet medications. And it was great. It was great to be out and engage with people. We have some swag items. It's just a great opportunity to always engage with people.
So you think that was, it's not official, but it's pretty official, was a record, right? Over 175 pounds?
Yes, 175 pounds.
Now, I was there till noon, but it went on till 2. So you guys, we were doing pretty good right until 12 o'clock.
Yes.
There must have been a lot more coming in between 12 and 2, right?
A lot more.
Wow.
We underestimated the people that are coming in the drugs that would take prescription drugs. But it was great. Well,
great job by you, Wyndham Pride, the Willimantic Police Department, of course, the radio station.
Absolutely, I forgot.
We're a great.
How could I forget?
But we make a great team, and again, we do it twice a year. It's always the fourth Saturday of the month, fourth Saturday in April, fourth Saturday in October. So congratulations to all involved. And if you stopped down and dropped off your unused and expired medication, thank you for doing that. You're doing a great thing, especially if you have kids and pets around the house. It's always a good thing, just get that unused medication out. And if you missed out, come on by fourth Saturday in April. We'll be right back over there at Jilson Square, the Main Street entrance in Willimantic. All right, let's get to know Mary Elenu.
Yes.
You already told us about that beautiful accent. Tell us about the early days, way before Eastern Connecticut. Tell us where you grew up. Tell us about you.
Oh, this gives me a little pleasure because a lot of people don't know where Ghana is, unfortunately. But Ghana is a country in West Africa on the coast. We were colonized by the British, so our school system is English is our first language, believe it or not. A lot of people don't know that.
Ah.
But I grew up in Ghana. First 6 years of my life, we moved to London. We moved around some parts of Africa too because my dad worked with the Foreign Service. I had my schooling in London and Ghana.
What did you like better as far as where you went to school or where you grew up? Was it London, Ghana? What did you?
I definitely always loved Ghana
Okay.
because it's family and it's warm.
Sure.
And London was cold and grey.
It's
and
always warm in Ghana?
it's always warm. It's like Saturday. It's always 81 degrees in a bed.
Oh, so you
Every
felt like you were home.
I didn't like London from the beginning because you're 6 years, you're thrust into an environment where you don't know what to expect. And people speak English, but there's different kinds of English that people speak.
Really?
Yes.
Well, what do you mean by that? Different kinds of...
There's just different variations. I have the Leeds accent, the Cockney, or the Scot, and so it was just really difficult for me to just be a part of that community. My mother didn't like it.
Really?
Yes, my mother didn't like it. I remember she had cut my hair because it was
Wow.
because it was difficult to get through, and I always cry in the morning because she wants it in pigtails.
Now, this is in
ribbons.
London?
Yes.
Okay.
And I didn't like it, so she's like, okay, we're gonna cut it off. So I had short hair. I was very skinny and I stuck out.
How many years were you in Ghana? How many years were you in London again? What was that?
The first 6 years of my life was
First
in
6 years
Ghana,
Ghana.
and then from 6 to 13 years old I was in London. So 7 years.
Okay, and then after London.
And after London, we came back to Ghana. My father was
Back to
posted,
Ghana?
Yes, my father was posted to Zimbabwe in southern part of Africa, and my mother didn't want to go because she was tired of traveling. So she
Wow.
she never really traveled.
Tell us about, you said your father was in the Foreign Services.
Yes.
Like, tell us a little about that.
So the foreign ministry, just like embassies across the world, Ghana will have its high commissions all over the world. So my father got a Commonwealth scholarship so he went to Oxford University, and then he go back into the country and went back. He went to, at that time jobs were ready. They would tell you where you're going to work because you get the scholarship from the government. And so he worked with the Foreign Service, and it just by association we had to go with him as a family, as a unit. My mother didn't like it.
Your mom didn't like to travel.
No.
But it's not like you were like you said 6 years and then 7 years in London.
Yes.
So it's not like you were going back and forth.
No.
Or there was okay.
No.
So where are your parents now?
My mom is in Ghana. My father is still in London.
Oh, so your father's still in London?
Yes.
Are your parents still? Are they married still?
They're still married. My mother just doesn't like to travel anymore. She started a business. She's running her own thing.
What's she do?
She's into textiles. So she has
Really?
yes.
Wow. And your father's still doing the same thing?
My father is retired.
He's retired, but he's in
yes.
London. And wow, okay. So who do you do you get back to Ghana frequently, or do you get back over to London? Like
I was in Ghana last year. I tried to go through London for a couple of days, but I couldn't. So unfortunately, but I'm planning to go back to Ghana sometime next year, hang out with them. My father is moving back to Ghana finally. So.
Oh, your father's going to go back
Yes,
to Ghana?
yes,
Or is your mother
yes.
saying, get your butt back over here? Wow. Now, how far is the flight from, you said you went back to Ghana last year.
Yes.
Tell us where you fly. How long is the flight?
It was give and take 21 hours. Wow. Well, on a normal day, if it's, I don't want to mention any airline because I don't want to promote any brand, but on a normal day, it's like 9 hours in.
That's all right. No, there's a lot of airlines that don't.
If you're getting
Fiasco's every airline.
If you're getting direct flight from, say, Broadley or JFK, it's 9 hours. But I had to do a transit through Amsterdam. And I had to do transit for 8 hours in Amsterdam. So it took 21 hours in and out.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love to travel. I love asking questions about that. So, siblings. What do you got? How many siblings?
I have 2 brothers.
Are they over in Ghana?
One is in Ghana, one is in South Africa.
Wow. What do they do?
My other brother, he's into tech.
Okay.
So he runs a company. My younger brother, he has a farm. He
Has
runs
a farm?
Yep.
Sounds like such a bright family. Wow. So, okay, I know we're going to talk about what brought you here and all that, but I'm going to put you on the spot. I know you're happy here. Do you feel like at some point you're going to go back to Ghana, or do you think, hey, this is my new home?
It's crossed my mind a few times.
I mean, you don't have to give me a direct. I'm not trying to, put. Well, I am putting you on the spot a little, but down the road, not just not like tomorrow or something. Down the road, you have aspirations. It would be nice to move home again.
Absolutely.
You miss your family.
Absolutely. I mean, not necessarily the family. Family is a big deal, but I also. So I started a non-profit in Ghana called Purple Rain Foundation.
Really?
Yes, and I did mentorship programs.
What's it called again? I'm sorry.
Purple Rain Foundation.
Okay. What's
It's called the Purple Rain Foundation. In fact, let me share a funny story. I needed to get a name for my non-profit because I have to register it. And I was sitting in my room, I had a purple bed sheet, and it was raining. So,
kind of like today.
years down the line, I got funding from the US Embassy to stage a play. So I was working with my grant manager. When he saw my name, he said, "You know Prince, the American artist?" I said, "I know Prince. Do you know he has a song called Purple Rain?" I said, "No, I didn't know. I had no idea."
Get out of here.
I'm telling you
Are
the
you
truth.
serious?
I'm not kidding.
Purple Hooray. You never heard of that song?
He played that song for me for the first time. I never heard it before.
And how long ago was this?
This is about 2016, so this is probably about 8 years.
And I'm sorry, how old are you? I don't mean to ask you this, but I need to know. I need to know.
I'm 40 years old.
You didn't know... You heard of Prince, or you just didn't know the Purple Rain?
I've
Okay.
heard of Prince.
The late, great
artist,
Prince Rogers
but,
Nelson.
Yes, but I don't know that he had a song called Purple Rain, and it was played for me.
It was
for
a
the
movie,
first time.
too.
Yes. It was played for me for the first time in 2016.
And you still didn't recognize it?
No, it's not something I've
Okay.
heard before. So
So that was the name of your nonprofit?
yes, that was an
Wow, how about that?
And I worked with teenage girls who had HIV because
wow.
they stayed in the Eastern Corridor. That's where a lot of the ships come in, a lot of expatriates. So there's a lot of sex trafficking.
Wow.
So I work in that community for teenage mothers, girls with HIV, and I do a lot of mentorship programs. So ideally,
you're still doing that even though you're here? You're still on that?
no, it's on hold.
It's on
It's
on
on hold
hiatus,
for now.
right, yeah.
But ideally, I really want to go back at some point. At some point, far down
At
the
some
line.
point, we don't want to lose you here. You're doing big things here. All right, so I still probably gonna have a ton of questions about Donna in London. I'm so intrigued by that. So okay, you said about 5 years. What are we in 2023, going on 24?
Yeah.
You said it's been about 5 years in this community. What got you to Eastern Connecticut and involved in our community? What led you to here?
Okay, so it's funny. I got another fellowship with an organization called ISPOT, International Society of Performing Artists. And I went into New York. It was a Sunday. I typically go to church. So I went to a Ghanaian church. And what they do is if you're a first-time visitor, you have to come out and introduce yourself. So I did. After church, this lady comes up to me and says, "Do you know so-and-so?" I said, "Yes, that's my dad." It turned out she grew up in that same neighborhood. So she invited me to come to lunch. After the week after the church thing, and she was supposed to come pick me up, but she couldn't. So her brother came to pick me up. One thing led to another. We got married, and now we have a son.
Wow! So you got married. This is in 2018.
2018. 2018.
Wow!
So he's in Willimantic, and I'm here now.
And how old's your son? Well,
My son is 4 years old.
4. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. What's your husband? Your son's name?
My husband's name is Frederick. He's the believe it or not, the ticket guy.
Wait, Frederick, the ticket guy. Oh my God, Matt, you've heard of this guy, right? Wait a minute. Wait. Yes. I mean, he's like a celebrity around here, right? Frederick.
The most hated person in Willimantic.
Well,
yes.
no, I think I've seen. I've probably met him before. He goes by in the station.
Yes.
Too. Oh my God, I had no idea. And didn't he get dunked in the dunk tank recently at Third Thursday?
Yes.
I saw somebody put up a poster about that. That Frederick, that's your husband. Wow, that's unbelievable. See, people watching this on Willimantic today, they're going to be saying the same thing. I didn't know that. See, this is great when you live in a small community. So, he's a nice guy, though. He's a
very nice guy.
I'm trying to think if I've ever met him personally, but wow, that's so cool. And your son is 4. Okay,
Yes, my
so
son is 4.
now, so Frederick, tell us about like his background a little.
So he was in he played with the national team, the Black Stars. He was a big sports celebrity in Ghana.
So wait, soccer?
Yes.
He's a big soccer player.
Yes. He was a
Really?
big soccer player. He played the national team. He went to the 1992 World Cup.
He was in the World Cup?
Yes.
Oh my God! Do people in Willimantic know
Nope.
that Frederick? This is breaking news. I'm sorry, we have Mary Elena with us here, but now it's hey, Frederick will be a guest down the road.
I think you should get him.
Yes, that'd be a great guest. Plus, a lot of people know you as well.
Yeah.
But Frederick, World Cup.
Yes.
Wait,
to
did
the
they? How
window.
far did they go in '92?
They went to the finals.
Oh, they went to. Wait, so they lose or they win?
I think
Either
that
way,
they
they
were
got
the
to the
second
finals.
or something. It was a black.
But still, they get to the finals.
Oh yeah, he played for the national.
Did he score a
team.
goal? He probably scored.
He was a goalie.
Oh, he's the goalie.
Yep.
Oh my God! I'm gonna Google him after. This is incredible. So that must have been when you. Wow. So all right. So you guys are very happy in this community right now. You've made a name for yourself. Tell us when you first got to the community, where'd you get your like? Who'd you meet? How'd you get hooked up with a job? And like, who'd you meet first right off the bat?
So Freddie had made some great connections in the community. He had some really great
All right, because
people.
he was here. Yeah.
Yes, at the town of Wyndham, Tara. The
Tara.
rec department, really nice.
Who I grew up with. We were we grew up going through grade school together. I know Tara. She's still over there. Yep.
Yeah, great people. So it was easier for me to transition. In fact, it was Tara who sent me a text about this job opening that I applied.
Wow.
Um,
And again, go ahead and tell everyone what your exact title is. So this is what Tara got you hooked up with?
Yes,
Okay.
I'm the preventions coordinator for the Wyndham Pride Coalition. Pride is going through a transition. We are transitioning to Wyndham Prevention Coalition. So, but it's the same thing.
The name will eventually totally.
Yes,
When
yes, we're
when are
gonna
we expecting the name to
Um,
change officially?
Hopefully soon, before spring. Or summer
Okay, so it'll
next
go
year.
from Wyndham Pride Coalition to
Yes.
Wyndham Prevention Coalition. Okay.
We
Wow.
wanna just the confusion that people have with the name.
That's what I was thinking too, because excuse me, Chris Prue used to work for us now, of course, with Wyndham
Yes,
Pride.
Yes.
I might even ask Donna this too. I said, should we be saying Wyndham Pride Coalition or just Wyndham Pride? With the because people get mistaken for
Yes,
the other organization.
Yes.
But okay, so that's I don't know if that's breaking news. Well, it's breaking news. More breaking news here on Hometown
More
Threads.
breaking news.
Great to have Mary Elena with us. Wow, I just can't believe all the stuff you see. What happens? You do a show like this, you find out stuff. This is crazy. Okay, so you've been doing this the whole time. The prevention coordinator for Wyndham Pride Coalition.
Yes.
Are you doing other stuff too on the side, or is this your main focus?
My main focus for prevention with the Pride Coalition is to be a prevention coordinator, and this position came about because Pride got funding from DEMAS, Department of Mental Health and Addiction
Tell us about
Services.
DEMAS, yeah.
So 2021, Pride got funding from DEMAS to target underage drinking. And we had done a community needs assessment with groups all over the community with the fire department, with the police, with Easton, just to have a feel of, an idea of what's happening in the community. And we realized that there were two things, the two risk factors. We had the social assets and we had the peer norms. So peer norms, peer-to-peer, getting alcohol to their friends, and then social assets, parents making alcohol more accessible to young people or significant adults. So I can have an older brother who will get me drinks, but I won't necessarily be able to go and buy it, but he could buy it and I can drink it. So it's one of the risk factors we find through the community needs assessment, and then we had a strategy. So now we're doing the implementation. We're doing raise awareness and communications. We're targeting these two risk factors.
And where's DEMAS? Is the company?
It's a federal agency. It's a
Okay.
Department of Mental Health and Addiction Services.
And where are they based out of?
Hartford.
Oh, Hartford. Okay. Sorry if I missed that. What kind of stuff besides Wyndham? Besides the drug take back day,
Yep.
what other stuff do you guys? Of course, Karen Revenel Bloom,
Bloom,
right?
yes.
Did I say it right? Okay.
Yes.
Karen's been in here too, not on Hometown Threads, but she's been through the station with you. What other stuff besides drug take back day throughout the calendar year do you guys have going on?
Yes. Oh, this is fantastic. We do the youth academies in the summer. We do the junior one and the senior one. And then we have the youth, Wyndham Youth Council, because we want to get a lot of young people getting to know about the dangers of drugs early on in their lives, so that they can make informed decisions. So pretty excited. We have the summer, the Youth Leadership Summit. And then we had a scholarship that we run. So we're waiting to see if we get another grant opportunity to get done again. We had done it last year and the year before. We got the scholarship going. But the big thing we do is with the police department is our summer academies, which is a really, really big deal. Because they get to go to the National Guard Academy, they get to meet the state representative,
Wow.
they get to go into the state capitol. They get to do fun stuff. For instance, this year we took them to Six Flags,
Oh, of course.
and then what's that? I forgot the name, but we get to do fun stuff.
So you're pretty busy all year round.
Yes,
and
we
you're.
are.
I kept thinking, I didn't realize how you're really connected with the Willimantic Police Department, not only for Drug Take Back Day,
Oh, yeah.
but for other things.
Absolutely.
And the things you just named there. I gotta ask. I know you enjoy doing all these activities. What's the thing you got coming up? Before I get to my my original question, what's the thing you got coming up about that you were talking about on Saturday with the youth?
Yes. So our youth council is doing a fundraiser for the Convenience Soup Kitchen. We're starting it from the 16th of the 27th of November to the 16th of December. We want to raise, getting some non-perishable goods, diapers, just stuff, body creams, body shower, stuff like that. We don't want any money, but if you have gift cards, we'll welcome that. So we want to do that.
So, okay, really no monetary donations,
No.
just gift cards.
Yes, gift cards.
The other stuff you just mentioned.
Yes, baby milk, formula,
Oh, baby formula.
baby
Yep.
formula, diapers,
bathroom stuff.
bathroom stuff,
And again,
canned foods.
this is for the
pet
Covenant Soup
food.
Kitchen?
Yes,
With the kids, and what are the dates again?
we're starting from the 27th of November to the 16th of December. That's when we're collecting.
And where can
them.
people help out here? How can
Okay.
they help out?
So we want to partner with the Willie Co-op. We're doing one at Rec. We have boxes available at places, the Town Hall, and a few other places that we're still talking to
Okay.
them. But the three big places: Town Hall, Willimantic Co-op, and then the Rec Department, and the
Gotcha.
Community Center.
We'll be talking this up a lot because obviously you're going to be, you're going to do a guest spot on Wayne's
Yes.
show, hopefully with some of the kids, and you'll be hearing public service or commercials run mentioning this. So
Yes.
looking forward to that. We'll definitely be getting the word out as far as that goes. Now, Mary Elaine is with us on episode 42 of Hometown Threads on 14 WILI, 95.3 FM, and Willimantic Today Facebook. Back to my original question. What's your, among all the, I know you enjoy helping out with all these things, but if you were to choose one out of all the events that Wyndham Pride Coalition, soon to be Wyndham Prevention Coalition,
Yeah.
enjoy, what do you like to do?
I love the academies.
The
I love
academies?
the academies because the first time it's just really funny that a lot of these kids come in and like, I don't want to be here. My mom made me do this, and then at the end of the program, they're like, oh, we wish that it would run much longer.
And how
So,
long? Yeah, how long does it run again?
4 days.
4 days.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, do the 4 days.
So there's a jam-packed 4 days. You get to do.
Very,
Yeah, it sounds like it.
extremely.
And what are
And
the
then-
ages usually?
So I think middle school to high school. So middle school is for the junior academy, and high school is for the senior academy.
Wow.
Yeah.
And how many years you guys been doing this?
Oh, I think from probably 2013 or earlier than that.
Did you personally come up with these, or I know?
Oh no. This has been running for a very
That was
long
before
time.
because before you got there.
Way
probably, yeah.
way before. I only started working in 2021 September. So
Oh, that's okay. That's right. You've been here since 18, and then you got involved. And again, what did you do between 18 and 21 here?
I got pregnant, and
Oh,
then
so you were-
there was a pandemic.
That's right, the pandemic. Of course. How can we forget the pandemic? So.
Oh, but I worked. I did a bit of working from home, and then I
I'm
worked
sure you
with
did.
the Mansfield Downtown Partnership for a bit, and then
See?
I came.
Yeah, she wasn't just sitting at home being
No.
pregnant. No. All right, our closing minutes here with Mary Elaine from. She's the prevention coordinator at the Wyndham Pride Coalition, soon to be Wyndham Prevention Coalition.
Yes.
Sorry. Is it okay if I keep pushing that?
Please.
On our closing minutes here on Hometown Threads, I usually give my guests the opportunity to name some people that have really played a part in your life and just made an impact on you. So the floor is yours.
Absolutely. So I really want to give a big shout out to Karen, my boss. I always say that I've been very lucky to have fantastic bosses, and she's one of them. She's just really giving and a very nice, warm person, and I'm so grateful that she's my boss.
Yeah, she's
and we
nice.
get to do all these fun things and help people and make youth, just be aware of what's happening in the community. My husband, for entertaining all my my crazy.
Do you call him Freddie or
stuff.
Frederick?
Frederick.
I don't know if it was
Oh,
Freddie.
Frederico.
Federico! I was hoping he'd get a mention at the end here.
And Tara.
And Tara.
And Doug, Chief Glode. And almost everybody I've met in this community. Really fun, loving, great community.
Wow, it was great to have you on here.
Absolutely.
And it's so much
Enjoyed
fun
being here.
doing events like the Drug Take Back Day, and I'm sure we'll be doing more of these down the road. Don't go back to Ghana anytime soon. We got to get Frederick in here too. Mary Elenu from Wyndham Pride Coalition, the prevention coordinator, was with us here on episode 42 of Hometown Threads on 14 WILI, 95.3 FM, and Willimantic Today Facebook. Thanks to Liberty Bank, Be Community Kind. Thanks to J. Matt Rupar. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. And in the words of the great Roddy McCumber,
bye for now, folks. Bye for now.
And that concludes another edition of Hometown Threads. Got a story for Keith? Reach out to him on Facebook by searching Keith C. Rice or email him at krice@hallradio.net. Don't forget to tune in next week on 14 WILI and 95.3 FM, as well as the Willimantic Today page on Facebook.